those tentacles. I do not remember what it's called, but it is a very distinctive thing that just basically float. The tentacles can move more than you can imagine, but the inside really floats and just picks up, I think, a lot of sea life and helps with the digestion and such. And it is that, like, almost plastic looking stuff that is going in there. So I wanted to have that just floating behind the jellyfish and just going around. And I think later on I decided to have a little more of an arc in there instead of just only being floating in the same direction. And it's really fascinating how... So this is all sped up while I sped it up during the Twitch stream. But sometimes it doesn't really even has an issue, but if you put the arc there and I actually put a bit more extra detail in there, then it actually starts to work and starts to look like something. Making the tentacles, I started from a different place than I started animation, because I was like, I need a focal point to know how those tentacles work. And somewhere at the end I was like, that is the perfect place because I know it will turn out in that way. A lot of my animation I use both planned frames with a lot of keyframes, and I do a lot of freehand as well. I just use a combination of that, and I think I learned it from the big book that is about animation. And I usually just do things my own way, to be fair. I am a big sucker for going into extremes and having shortcuts. I love those effects, just off-model effects that I really love, and that make things go extra oomph. I could not really use it in this one because I thought it would give some things away. I also was very much struggling with giving this little jellyfish extra tentacles, but I intend to clean this up a bit in the future and add those extra tentacles with that. One of my new followers during the Twitch stream suggested to flatten the jellyfish head when it was really moving out, which was a very nice idea. I think when I clean up I will widen it a bit, but at that time I was more worried about like redrawing every frame, and I didn't want to do that at that moment. If you are wondering like how are things going so fast, I cut a lot out of the video because it was a 3-hour stream and I did a lot of things that are just repetitions of each other. That's the thing about animation, you just draw one jellyfish head and then you draw the next one and the next one and the next one, and it just looks like each other, especially because I was drawing a lot on ones. One of the issues that I had during the stream was that the program that I used, OpenTunes, it crashed on me and I lost, I think, almost a half hour of work on that. Thankfully I have an automatic saving system on there. It saves every 15 minutes or so, but I think just before it wanted to save, after those 15 minutes, it crashed, so that was kind of a bummer. But yeah, so things worked out in the end. I lost my other tentacles, but I intend to make them in the cleanup version, just to have a little bit more volume for this little jellyfish. And to round up everything, here is the result after 3 hours of work in real time. So thank you for watching this video. If you really like this video, I do not usually do a voiceover, but if you really like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any tips on this little animation, please tell me in the comments. I really appreciate it. If you have any other feedback, you can put that in the comments as well. I do not bite. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, goodbye, my fellow artisans. Bye.